Hello, viewers. Welcome back to Kamp Television. And we are on the show Vero One on One. My guests today have information that's going to blow your minds out. This information is really going to change your life. So just stay tuned. Just relax and let's see what they have for us. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Kamp Television.
Thank you very much, Medasi.
That's it. So say when you mrene yatna.
Medasi pa.
Patrona obebo din ache mahwefo.
Yo, me pamocho me din de Regina e Japan, me free Ghana.
Okay. And my next guest.
My name is Nicolien van Huisteen and I'm from the Taalnetwerk Amsterdam Southeast. And I'm here to make you enthusiastic about following language lessons or computer lessons, or if you want to find work, to help you find work in Amsterdam Southeast.
You see, I told you the information we are carrying today is big. Do you have problem with the Dutch language? Do you want to know more about the computer less? This, what my guest today is going to tell you. So, Nicolene, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell us a bit about, in the community, we are so struggling with the language. It's still a big problem. Communication is a problem. And when I want to take it, you told me about the Dutch language, computer less, and how to start working. Mm-hmm. So let's begin with the language.
Yes.
How can you help people who have difficulties in the Dutch language?
Yeah, I know there's a lot of you people, who are living in Amsterdam probably for a long time. Yeah. And you get along with the English language often. But if something changes in your life, you need sometimes the Dutch language. And you probably often were thinking, yes, I'm going to learn Dutch. But then you went to the lessons and then work was coming and you did not finish. Because I know it's difficult. But I want to tell you and inform you that in Amsterdam, there are a lot of possibilities to learn the Dutch language and to learn to work with the computer, which is very important at this time.
Oh yeah, with this technology and everything. Yes, I know.
And you need the language to communicate with the teachers of your children, to visit the doctor, to read your letter. And if you have problems, you must be able to define the problem. So I think it is worthwhile to do the effort to learn Dutch. And I know there is always excuses not to do it. Many, I know them myself. But the gemeente Amsterdam, they offer lessons at different times of the day. They can make lessons suitable to your situation even.
Okay.
So if you like to learn, there are possibilities.
Okay, because that's a problem, because you are here to survive, you have bills to pay.
I understand, yeah.
But if what you are telling me now is the time to go and learn the language is so flexible for somebody who is busy working, is that what you are saying?
Yes,
okay.
Now there are possibilities.
Okay.
For instance, if you are together with a group of 10 people, you can look together with the people from the Taalinformatiepunt. The Taalinformatiepunt is situated in the Stadsloket Amsterdam Southeast. Okay. And you can ask, maybe you can design a lesson which fits our possibilities. But then you need a group of about 10 people to do this. But there are lessons in the evening, there are lessons in the afternoon, there are lessons in the morning. Okay. So there is many possibilities.
Great.
So, but if you want to know about those possibilities, it's important to visit the Taalinformatiepunt and make an appointment. And really tell what you need, what your goals are for the long term, because you don't learn the language in one day, and you have your work and your children and your occupations. So, and they can make a plan for you which can work.
Okay. How long is the less? Do you have to choose how long? Because you know there are some people, they come from back home, they have a profession already, but they can't follow the profession because of the language.
Yeah,
you know,
there is different kind of lessons. There is, and they call them the formal education and the informal education. And in the formal education, they have special lessons designed for people who are working, for instance. Even some schools, they give lessons at the place of your work. But
Really?
then the employer has to contact the gemeente Amsterdam to ask if this is possible. But maybe if you are with 10 people at work and you talk with the employer, you have to inform your employer to contact the Taalinformatiepunt or the gemeente Amsterdam to discuss these possibilities.
That is a good one.
Sure.
You know, because maybe you want to, but because of your time at work, you can't. But the employer can contact you, and then they can make a time flexible.
You have to look together at possibilities.
The possibilities.
You know, I'm not saying everything is possible, but you have to search for possibilities. And the Taalinformatiepunt can search together with you or your employer for possibilities.
That is great.
Yeah.
Holding on to the Taal. Minya Regina. Taal lesi. So ye Ghana ni woka twi.
Me ka twi pa.
Aha. On waka ne fam di oso omo wo ho wo mo boa and everything. Uba ye what follow this Dutch language lesson?
Yeah, said they all can follow na ahyase no na me ba mu no na ye den said they me kan ye no me dey MVV ni bewe mu won say no ni so ana ye kire ye. Nti no bakra no letter bi a untimi enkan this all the komo obi wa obeju sika me kunu so amene ne won obeju but time obenya obekire kire mu obeba no wabre
ebi kwa ohokro no so kra da tie fa kra dada.
Nti no ya hwe ne me ba no school mu ho no mo so mo organize my parents no school mu ho no nti ya boaboa ye ho aye nya adodo no e na school mu ho na na omo ekire ye ade ho
ti school a wo ba ne ko no when na parents no mo boa mo ho
ya boa ye ho
and then you had the help to learn the Dutch language.
It is na me adum so far no so good. See me metime kan me
letter
me ametro.
Wow.
Me spell it.
Really? Yeah. I know why so wo show Mrs. Amria opportunities wo ho. I don't know say na wunya wo letter. Na de come obi so kan ma.
Sometimes we hear privacy. Intine anya se bibia na ode be kwa akoma obi. Intine wo de wo ba na ubesua kra na. Ebe boa wa. Wan kasa ho. E na wo man so se bo ha ya ma mo homework every school. Osha wa ade unko ya untimi enka mitimi hwa ade san na bi wa ha maako bi na meti ase me hu se de make kan bom enti no opportunity ni ba ya ye koye no aboa me pa ene adwuma mu aboa me pa
ya no we de mo a obey not he you we de witness pa chess ono a kan enum asem enye se kwotro se aboa ne mma homework otumi boa wo mo ono atumi kan ne letter enye bibia na ade koma obi akan ma eka bi na ade kra na obehwe mu a okan wie na ode ato abonte
ntino ye tin pamocho mamont na se time kakra wa just time time kakra obenya no bra na besua ade said they work as wo asori kra na ye betimi organize kra na eno so etimi
Oh, when they are software, where there's more active, almost just say, baby, I'm will be to me a group, no, they'll come in and help. Colleen, you talk about the computer less. And what kind of help do you give around that also?
Also in Amsterdam Southeast, there's many places where they give computer less.
Yeah.
And some people, they already know to open the computer and to do a little bit on the computer. They need a different lesson from the people who never used the computer before. Yeah. So also at the Taalinformatiepunt, they check with you which kind of lesson would fit best for your needs.
Okay.
So it's always
depending
important.
On your situation.
At your they look at your situation, and they are also given sometimes near to the houses in the different areas of Amsterdam Southeast.
Okay.
And the language lessons also, because they are, for instance, in the public libraries, in the buurthuizen, in Rijgersbos, now many places in near No Limit. There are language lessons and computer lessons.
So you combine the two, or it's two different lessons?
Sometimes they combine them, because to learn the computer, you also need to know a little bit about the Dutch language. And but it's not only computer, it's also how to, for instance, log in with your DigiD.
Yeah.
Because this you need.
Everything go online. You go to our website and go and find out.
Yeah.
You have to arrange everything yourself.
Yeah.
Even with your bank.
Yeah, and it is very private, so you have to learn it yourself. And those people, for things with your DigiD, you can go to the OBA and they help you. But you better to learn it yourself.
Yeah.
And then you don't need to ask your children or your OBA. Because it's so private. Your DigiD is the most private thing, more or less.
In case if you don't have time, sometimes when you worry them too much, come and do this for me. So if you can do it yourself,
the computer lessons are also very practical, designed for what you need. Because some people, for them it is good to learn to work with their telephone. Because with your telephone you can do many things, and a lot of people are also afraid to use certain possibilities of the telephone, but also with the computer. So the people at the Taalinformatiepunt, they can look together with you which fits best your needs. And then when you learn, because Regina, you followed first language lessons,
Now we are computers.
And then the group was so enthusiastic. And then
they lovely, very lovely group.
Wow. Really?
You organize a party, you go out summertime. And yes, addition and so bad. When you're wow, group a very lovely group.
And that's also the good thing if you start lessons, computer lessons or language. Mostly a nice group is formed, and the group becomes sometimes a little bit like a family.
Yeah, and she's just
and this family is supporting each other. And not only in the computer lessons, but also looking after each other's children. Because you have to find solutions to make it possible.
Maybe me back it to lady back one year. On na me day we call library. And na me day me ba no. Amani say ye be program.
It becomes say like you can follow each other.
To problem bi o asume simple cho. Hwe me be ma me ko ha. Obehwa na ama. Unimu no but ye be real mu no ya yes family back into no bia depend ne yonko Sane
So you are a group of how many?
12.
12.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it a mix or it's just
Okay.
Oh, this is a great
and mostly in the language lessons, also other things are discussed, and then you can find your way, for help or for support, or it stimulates you to widen your life.
They say young fans said they walk on last say my energy for eba ho ne enti bibi ase nti omo kire ye se de be use ye niema ye cost of when energy no ebeba low omo wie so omo de niema eka ye ho etuma ye niema e do so eno so ye ya appointment omo be fie ebe check efie niema ni nyina eye den ema wo nti no omo beba na omo ya appointment ebi wo ha ye mfa ni say you be 40 ni ba bibi wo ho na wo nti ase a yetimi e discuss o financial said obeto ube save afa obeto won niema afa nti na nya desua ne nko nya ta no nko a eye niema bebre ewom niema bebre ewom.
Colleen, I'm really impressed.
You were talking about language and finances, eh?
Yeah,
because there are special courses.
How to save. About last time we invite the energy people to come and talk to us. We make appointment to them. Then they came to our house to look our energy for us. Yeah.
But there are also you also in the past you followed a special course I know about language and finances.
Yeah.
Okay. So there are very many practical courses which you learn the language you need in daily life to get along.
Housing,
that is great.
And they know about it and but you have to start somewhere. You have to start somewhere, and it is not always easy. No. But I think like Regina, she started, and now she continues, and then you start to develop yourself, and I think you became more happy. You told me, yeah. You became more happy.
Ghana na me a nurse wo qualified as a midwife wo. Na me hu ekwan a me fa so. Through omo yi na sese ya no. Me ye course omo bo a me said the CV, me said the but said obe translate na ko Dutch mu no. Ti no so omo bo a me e wo sa na mani bebe na o pay adwuma.
But I'm saying also to start work also there's help that you offer.
In the Taalinformatiepunt, they are connected to Zuidoostwerkt. And Zuidoostwerkt is an organization, they support people finding a job. And if you go directly to Zuidoostwerkt, for instance, they look at your possibilities. And often the language is a problem. Not always, but some jobs you can do without the language. But also those jobs, more and more, they ask you to speak Dutch and to understand Dutch. And so then they say, okay, go and talk with the people from Taalinformatiepunt. But the people from Taalinformatiepunt also say, go to talk with the people from Zuidoostwerkt. Because to have work is very important.
Exactly.
Because you have to get your money and it's good for your self-esteem. You feel better. Huh?
Who qualifies to have all these opportunities?
How do you mean?
I mean, do you need something like you have to stay here for how long, or the newcomers, or you need some kind of qualification to be able to get this?
The best qualification is that you like to learn. That's the first qualification you need, And of course, for the newcomers, they have to do the inburgering in lot of, and there are special courses for the inburgering. This is a different thing.
Oh, so if you are living here for more than 10, 15 years and the Dutch language is not good, you can still come.
Sure, and most courses are free of charge. They are free of charge. And you know why I am motivated to tell you this? Because I know the gemeente and also many organizations, they put so many effort in offering all the possibilities. And I see so many people, they say they want to do, but they say later. And I know now it is still possible. We don't know what the future is bringing. And because I know of all those possibilities, I think it's such a waste if people don't take the chance.
Grab the opportunity.
Grab the opportunity, really. That's
because what they are just to time no kakra. They be okaso be say the way we are seeing econo. A computer na ye de enam.
Exactly.
Nti no imagine so about the work abase chire no na wuntimi. Wo nti de bia no makwala no so ejina baby faako. No enam eno so command nam for seven me come madam for her. Wonu ma de awo san akofa e de aba. Nti no opportunities e free of charge. Untwi ahwe. Eno ane si dware. Na bra any your other materials or books so I san e provide e de amount.
Hey, come on, Edo.
Yeah, very interesting.
Come on, Edo. Come on, Edo. Into ubai as a nurse now. So I be kasa no computer lesson. How is it helping with say no? Are you going to follow up with work now? And answer what's the
follow
to do?
Me work,
Okay.
Yeah.
One when you know when I dey be I na you can you do about we your nurse and we your teacher we but because of the language you can't do it. But nurse now we following the language and the computer lesson and everything, you are not able to do something what you were doing in Ghana before you came here.
Wow. Edume bia wo sa won school da kwa wo education no cry low obi obeka so wontime nkan wonti odi abra at the end of the day no obeti bibi sankrofo no cry faster than where because ono wa yire no hu se obesua na wa wonim o me de minim nti no be hunu de wonim hwe no be hu omo te kasa ne ntem e chen yen a sebi o yakọ school kakra
e true pa because ye sure me buy no yeah ye can English no. It's so difficult for Kasano because English no what na wo sister to the sentence and but we share in Chrome for other tribes in Roko and Turkish omonte brofo krano they almost ya Kasano sentence
within a few minutes a few time no na Kasano
Timinua and Cassie bia education wo fam and I say brofo no eni anim wonte kura no brofo ne danchen anya brofo ne e ka wa ha but usua kasa na e kontema because that's what you are learning. This is great.
Yeah.
If you wanna learn, if you wanna broaden your chances, take more chances. If you want your children to be proud of you, because I see many children, they are very proud of the parents who follow the language lesson. In the beginning, they do stupid, the children, they do stupid.
Now I can read for my children.
But deep down, they are very proud. They at the school, they say, my mom is at school as well. And so I would want to advise and stimulate to get the information and to give yourself the chance to start learning. Because if you start learning, you also start feeling young.
Yeah.
Because
and
you feel proud of yourself.
You feel proud of yourself, and I think that's lifelong learning. They say that's modern nowadays. But I think it is important to stay young, and if you keep on learning and give yourself challenges, the world opens more. It's more, it's interesting.
Wow.
And I also know it's not easy. Yeah. I'm not saying, this is easy, and I'm not saying you have to do this, but I want to tell you there are the possibilities, and they are everywhere, in the buurthuis, in the formal schools. So many places, the OBA's, and the gemeente Amsterdam is paying a lot of money to make this possible. And I always think it's a waste of money if we don't use this.
Use it.
Yeah, use it.
That's Pauline, how can people reach you?
They can reach they are not going to reach me, but they're going to reach the consultants of the Taalinformatiepunt. Okay. And they are very, very nice people.
Okay.
And they understand also the different kind of situations of people. Okay. And there is a phone number, and the phone number is 06 18 53 6700, and the phone number, they answer it in weekdays between 9 and 5. Yeah, but there is also an email address, and the email address you can read. I think it's zuidoostwerkt@amsterdam.nl. And another possibility is just visit het stadsloket, near the market at the Anton de Komplein in Amsterdam Southeast, and you can make an appointment. Maybe they can help you immediately, but maybe you can make the appointment and you come back later.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Ina, wahwɛ adeɛ camera nim. Na wa maame nom, wo nuanom a wɔn nso ebi kora apɛ na wabɛwura mu, ɔyɛ educator nso wɔ fie, ɛka sɛnti ɔfeel sɛ deɛ wayɛ biara yɛ waste. Ɛdeɛ na wowɔ ka kyerɛ wɔn.
Meda ase paa. Meka kyerɛ me nuanom Ghanafoɔ, me maame no mo, me papa no mo, nkwakora mmerewa, nkwala. Mo nyinaa mommra na menka se wabrabɔ na yɛ waste. Obi wa because of kasanity baby ɛsɛso wɔ duru no, wɔntimi nduru hɔ. Nti otimi ba na obesua ade a ɛbɛma wakɔ w'anim ama wa feel proud. Yɛ ka wo so otimi ɛka bi. Wo betimi aka wo letters. Wo betimi atro, wo betimi aye obi bia ma obi enya o privacy ɛnhwɛ. Nti me pamocho ɛyɛ free ɛno ane sɛ wo benya time ade ayɛ den. Ɛde aba. Ɛyɛ free yɛn gye sika bia. Sɛ de ahyase me kan yɛn. Books wɔ hɔ nso so a yɛde bɛma wo. The teachers for nso so ɔmo bɔ mo ho mmɔden deɛ wonte ase kora kasa na ebi wɔ ha. Wonte kora yɛ bɛ try sɛ wo bɛte biribi ase ansa no we free hɔ. Madam ase.
That's it.
It's fun.
Yes.
Because I forgot to tell. Okay, if you learn the language at the A0, you don't know anything. And then you go on and on and on. Also, when you want to improve your language, and you can still use the free language courses. But some people have never had the chance to go to school in their home country. And for those people, they still have to learn how to read and write. They have never learned it. So also for those people, and you don't have to feel ashamed because, this was your life.
I talked to.
There are chances to learn to read and write.
Okay.
And it takes a little bit more time, but there is a special school in Amsterdam Southeast to learn to read and write, even if you never have been to school before.
Great. Yes. Thank you. You've heard a lot. If you want to continue education, there's chance. If you don't even have education back home, and now you want to start somewhere, there's still a chance. Please don't wait.
No, Pedro.
If you want to work, there's also a chance. And if your work is so busy, they can negotiate with your boss so that you can also, find a way to learn whilst you are working. Don't wait too long.
Mo pese mo ye appointment e Taalinformatiepunt number no 061 85 36 700. Ntino na wo pese send mo email so aye zuidoostwerkt@amsterdam.nl. Thank you.
Thank you very much for watching. I'm Veronica from the Kamp, your host, and I've been speaking to
Miss Regina Ejapon
and
Nicolien van Huisteen. And thank you very much, Veronica, for inviting us here in your beautiful program.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you so much.
I'm so happy
Thank you.
to see you.
See you next time.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.